Motivation is the magic word, isn't it? We hear it all the time. Stay motivated or find your motivation. But what if I told you that motivation alone doesn't work? Understanding motivation. Let's start with the basics. Motivation is defined as a desire of willingness to do something. It's that spark you feel when you're inspired after watching a motivational video or hearing an inspiring speech. You're pumped, ready to conquer the world, and a few days later, the spark fizzles out. Sounds familiar? That's because motivation is temporary. It's like a sugar rush. It feels great, but it doesn't last. The science behind motivation. Here's what the science says. Studies have shown that motivation is linked to dopamine, a chemical in your brain that's released when you anticipate a reward. Think about it. You're motivated to work out because you imagine the fit body you achieve. But once the initial excitement wears off and the results take time, that dopamine hit decreases. And so does your motivation. And this is why so many people quit their New Year's resolutions within the first few weeks. Motivation simply can't sustain the hard work required to achieve meaningful goals. Why motivation alone fails? Motivation fails because it's reactive, not proactive. It waits for external triggers like a speech, a video, or a sudden burst of inspiration. But life doesn't always provide those triggers. Imagine if your success depended on waiting for the perfect sunny day. You'd never get anything done. Another issue is that motivation doesn't address deeper obstacles like fear, self-doubt, or lack of skills. You can feel motivated to start a business, but if you're afraid of failure, that fear will override your motivation every time. What actually works? So, if motivation doesn't work, what does? The answer lies in three things: discipline, systems, and habits. Let's break it down. Discipline. Discipline is about doing what needs to be done even when you don't feel like it. Unlike motivation, it is not based on emotion. It's based on commitment. Think of it as a muscle. The more you practice discipline, the stronger it gets. Systems. Systems are the structures and processes you put in place to make success inevitable. If you want to eat healthy, create a meal plan or prep your meals in advance. Systems remove the guesswork and make taking action automatic. Habits. Finally, habits are small, consistent actions you take daily. Unlike motivation, habits don't require constant inspiration. They run on autopilot. Over time, small habits lead to big results. How to get started? 1. Start small. Pick one habit to focus on, like exercising for just 10 minutes a day. 2. Create systems. Set reminders, block distractions, and design your environment to support your goals. 3. Stay consistent. Show up every day even if it's not perfect. Progress beats perfection. Remember, success is a marathon, not a sprint. So the next time someone says, just stay motivated, remember this. Motivation is great for starting, but it's not what keeps you going. Focus on building systems and habits, and you'll achieve your goals.